Jumping right into it, this is gear wrench versus Klein. We're going to be using 1/4 inch for all of them, but we're using 2 of each. For gear wrench, we got the standard style. For Klein, we got the standard style. It's pass through, but I mean, it's still standard. You'll see what I mean here in a minute. The other two, the Klein's a T-handle, and the gear wrench is like a palm ratchet, I guess you would call it. Pretty cool. For the Klein, I noticed that it can drive it further, but it's harder to fish out. The gear wrench is easier to get them out of there once you overdrive them, if you don't just get it to or drive it flush, whatever you call it. But with the gear wrench, I did notice it is actually a little smoother. You can do it one-handed if you want, just because the socket was a little bit bigger. Starting to crank on it now. I will say the Klein did drive it further than the gear wrench. It could have been the area of wood that I was in, but I don't think that was the case. I think the Klein just had a better grip on it. I had to talk to the neighbors there for a second. Just seeing if I can catch any of them. I can catch the one that the gear wrench drove only because it didn't drive it too far in there. I'm just trying to wait on, because I'm about to pull out them other ones. There ain't really. I know this is kind of interesting for some people. If you have anything to add or want to throw out any suggestions or whatever, you can always throw them in the comments. Here I'm going to drive it with the 2904. I'm going to get them in there. This is where we start the real fun. I'm going to say both of these was hard, but that gear wrench was way harder. I kind of figured it would be just because there's really not much to grab on it. I'm not the biggest human being in the world, but you can see that thing is teeny tiny. After a while, it didn't want it didn't want no more, so I swapped it up. The Klein was a little bit easier, but you can see I had to reposition just to get better grip on it. Eventually, I just started using 2 hands, man. I gave up on it. I was like, not that it was getting hard. It was just, it was a lot of wrist work. Whole lot of wrist work. Yeah, whole lot of wrist work. I wanted to take a break there for a second, so I figured, screw it. Let's see if I can pull it out if I drive it with a drill. The Klein bit would not grab it. I had to swap to the gear wrench to start it. And then I just wanted to see how bad it would be. Right there, the selector switch actually got on me, but I was gripping that thing really hard, so I think that had something to do with it. Normally, the few times that I have messed with it, that hasn't been an issue. So if you got a grip on it, just be careful with that.